Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is John with Tommy's Top Picks here for a very special, very quick mail day. I just got this in the mail and I wanted to tell you a little story about the dangers of ordering too much stuff. As you've probably seen from my mail days, I order too much stuff. And if you don't track your stuff carefully, which I tend to, you can lose track of things. I was checking my tracking codes that I have. I have a list of them for each thing that I have a tracking code for, which is not everything. And I saw that something had arrived at some point. I assumed it arrived a few days ago with one of the other mail days. And I had set it aside, not realizing it because the card itself isn't all that special until it is, which it is. So let's go ahead and tear into these. I did end up finding that card. I was a little scared for a minute there because I had ordered cards like this, the Obsidian Obelisk, on the hopes, on the speculation, that they would be worth something with the reserve list, not knowing what was on the reserve list yet. They are not. They are not on the reserve list at all. Oh, look at that. That's actually a foil one. I'm not sure if I ordered a foil one. I think I just ordered 3 and they didn't notice it when they sent it to me. Interesting. They aren't, so they're not worth anything special, right? They're just the obelisk. They're not bad, don't get me wrong, but they're not a successful spec. This card, on the other hand, is also not on the reserve list, so I thought I would have just tossed it aside like I did all those ones I got the other day. Jeez, this is just tearing itself apart. And and throw it in a pile, and then I cleaned up and put it in a box of unsorted cards, and thinking it's not special, probably put it in with normal cards. But this card is not normal. Hold on, I got an invoice here. This card is very special. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay, it's taped to the inside, so that's pretty secure. Oh gosh, I don't dislike this because it's, I'll show you because now the invoice isn't there. It's like taped on the actual inside of the envelope. There we go. So, what is this card? What card could be so special as to warrant such a crazy packaging? Lightning in a bottle. Well, that's not that special now, is it? No, lightning in a bottle is a very normal card. Except what do you see there in the corner? Kickstarter. So it is special. And that is something that I thought I accidentally threw in with random non-valuable cards. So I had a moment of panic. I was looking through all my cards trying to figure out what I had done with those, because the other day when I had a bunch of stuff going on, I tossed a bunch over to the side that were like these. I was like, oh, these were failed spec, and I just tossed them in a pile, and I since cleaned them up. So I didn't know where they are or where it was, and I was terrified that I'd lost it or damaged it, because the equivalent of this card in the current second edition is like, I don't know, probably like 20 cents, 70 cents, something like that. This card's $25 because it's Kickstarter version. And this is such an iconic card, and the art's different, I believe. It's a much cleaner look to it than the other ones. So I think this is a good spec in the long term as an iconic, used in every deck kind of card. And it's the Kickstarter version, so there's not that many of these. 2,000 and, well, I don't know, however many come in a box, but 2,000 boxes, so not a whole lot. So anyways, that's it for today. I just wanted to share that with you, that if you buy a lot of cards, you should track them closely. And even if you track them closely, don't assume every card that you look at isn't worth something. Turns out I was wrong. It was right there in my mailbox and no problem at all. But I didn't realize that. I thought I'd tossed it in a box. So that's it for today. That's all I have. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you're opening some packs. I hope you're playing some games. If you want, check out our Patreon. I'd love to chat with you guys in Discord, hang out, play some games, that sort of thing. Otherwise, have a good one.